Hello, everyone, and welcome to Moogle Ground Road Radio episode 168. And I just said words wrong, but it's okay. We're going to continue anyway. Welcome to the episode where we talk about words and stuff, where we learn how to do podcasts after 168 episodes. It's going to be great. Joining me, as always, is Paul. Hey, Paul.
Hello. I am very tired. Are you very tired? I'm very tired.
I'm pretty tired today, if I'm honest. I did a charity stream over in Streamosphere. By the way, they're still streaming right now, so if you want to go check them out, go check them out. They're raising money for St. Jude. Thank you again for allowing me to be on the channel. What have you been up to today, Paul?
I have been playing Rust. I've been playing Final Fantasy. I've been playing ESO. I've been playing a little bit of Star Rail. And I've also been playing some FIFA because my friend bought me the pass.
Nice.
I have a lot of games. I've only had 2 hours sleep. I felt like I was in a war zone at 12 a.m. I got onto my Rust server. We were getting raided. So I was trying to watch a basketball game whilst trying to defend my base as a one person. And then it all ended terribly. And I cried a little bit. But luckily my team won, so I'm happy. What have you been up to?
Well, I've just been streaming video games. I was playing some Fantasy 14 earlier. I know. Shocking. Who plays Final Fantasy 14 right now? But I was. So apart from that, I mean, pretty good. But I think we should spend some time introducing our wonderful guest today. They are part of one of the biggest Final Fantasy 14 podcasts out there. They do incredible food. I've seen their streams. I like to lurk in their streams often with the food, and I often have to run away because I get really hungry just looking at the food, including on their Twitter pictures. They are a fan of the Persona franchise, which, by the way, is one of the best franchises out there, in my opinion. And they are just an overall genuinely wonderful person. We've got the lovely SlyAKAGreyfox on.
Hello. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for joining us. How's your day been? What you been up to?
My day was pretty good. I got up, had to do some stuff for put the flyer out for WSLY, and then streamed some Trails to Azure or the Trail series, and here I am.
Nice. So how is the Trail series going? I think we were talking pre-show about it, but you've telling me there's 12 games in all connected.
13 on the way, but yeah, 12 games that are connected. Like the entire story is connected, and I think that's one of the draws to it. I mean, the combat's pretty solid. It's your standard JRPG combat with a little bit of grid movement and everything, but turn-based grid movement, standard stuff. Pretty fun. But yeah, the real draw is the, I guess, connected story and lore between the 13 games, because one's on the way.
I did not know they're bringing out a new one.
Is it Reverie? Reverie, I think, is the newest one. Will be 13.
Nice. Hopefully it does better than Final Fantasy 13 did. Sorry.
Why you bring my favorite game into this? My favorite Final Fantasy. My first Final Fantasy. The only Final Fantasy game I've completed other than 14 and 15.
Yeah, what's your favorite Final Fantasy game, Sly? I'm sorry to bring it up, but what is yours?
Oh no worries. I'm a bit of an odd duck when it comes to my favorite Final Fantasy, because my favorite Final Fantasy used to be 6, growing up. And then when 10 came out, 10 was my favorite for a long time. And then I played Type 0. And now Type 0 is my favorite. And you don't hear Type 0 brought in a lot. Hell, like when people make their tier list, I don't even see Type 0 even on the radar or on the list. But yeah, my favorite Final Fantasy would have to be Type 0.
I forgot.
That's the one that's based on a class, if I'm rightly.
Yeah,
there's all different cards, right? There's like all different, but there's like all different. You got one character called Ace and stuff like that. I played a little bit, but this might sound weird, but Type 0, I think, is the only game, one of the only few games in the world that's given me motion sickness.
They did patch that out.
Yeah, I need to go back one day, because when when it first came out, it was just
Mhm.
it wasn't.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that. And a lot of people couldn't do it. But yeah, as of recent, well, I say as of recent, but when they re-released it, they patched it out. So
Nice.
a lot of people had that
Nice.
issue. So yeah.
Because I
Definitely give it a try.
bought the collector edition out of excitement years ago when it first came out. So, because I love me some Final Fantasy games. My favorite is 9. Like 7 is up there, it's close because I'm sure you know the history that Europe never got 1 to 6. So
Mhm.
so 7 was my favorite because of course it was the first one, and I was really confused at why it was called 7 when there was no other numbers before that. Younger me was like, where is it's just named 7? Okay, because there's 7 players. I don't know.
Where's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Where are the rest?
But no, then 9 was my favorite because of Vivi. I love Vivi so much. So yeah,
Yeah.
and the fact that 9 added, I don't know if 8 added it really. I couldn't remember, but I know 9 actually added co-op. A lot of people don't know that.
Wait, it added what?
You know, co-op. You could actually play it with another person.
I wasn't aware of that.
Yeah, if you go into the settings, you can actually set it so that when you're in battle, the second controller can actually take over some of the other characters if you want to.
Mm.
So yeah, that way you
That's
can technically do the battles in co-op mode, and you can set say player 2 of the 4 fighters to player 2, and then 2 of the players to player 1. I thought that was kind of an interesting idea.
Hmm. Yeah, it's really interesting. And again, I had no idea because you don't really think of like
Yeah.
that specific one being, multiplayer friendly. I guess.
No,
Okay.
no, it was hidden in the options somewhere.
Wow.
Younger me was just like, I wonder what this does. Why can't I move the second character? What's going on? I'm confused. Then realized that when I knocked the other controller that it was moving it. I was like, oh, that's interesting.
I really do want to play all the Final Fantasies. So obviously they're bringing out they've both put out the Pixel remaster. I also there are some I do want to play Final Fantasy 6 because that was with Kefka.
Mhm.
Because I loved Kefka. I love the Kefka 5 and 14. I've literally just been sitting here googling because I haven't been. I do a Final Fantasy 14 podcast, but I do it because I'm a fan of MMOs.
Mhm.
So when it comes to the Final Fantasy series, I've only played 13. I have played Type 0. I didn't know that was also in a content. I just thought that was like a kind of side game. But I've played Type 0, and that did not give me motion sickness. That gave me emotions, but not motion sickness.
Yep. Yeah.
Good. I think that there is. I want to play Final Fantasy 12. One, Fran, it's a bunny. I have to. As I think I have it on Switch somewhere because I know it came to Switch. Final Fantasy 12. But I kind of just want to sit and just stream it all because obviously we've got so many references to the older games in 14 that go over my head completely over it. So maybe one day I'll play for them. But until that day, until ESO has completely bored me to tears, then I shall not be playing any other game other than probably Final Fantasy 14.
And I promise to go back to my White Mage only run of Final Fantasy 1 soon. Thank you again to Square Enix for the codes. But yeah, I'm currently doing White Mage only Final Fantasy 1. And then I plan to go through all the other games normally. Yeah.
I
So
thought you were going through Star Rail, waifu only run. That has taken everyone by storm, that game.
Because it's so good.
It is good. I think I've sat there for 5 hours straight at really late in the morning and probably didn't go to bed till about 8 a.m. Or just me playing it. Just just want to get her rolling. Just another, just one more, please. And I was like, yeah, I need to stop now. I haven't played it recently because I've been playing other games, but I will probably play a little bit after this and then go to bed because I need sleep. I've only had 2 hours sleep today. 2 hours. It's not enough sleep.
I'm probably going to get a little bit of a rest and then we'll bring it up. I guess we'll bring it up now and then we'll talk about in a second the crystalline thing. If anyone that doesn't know, on the Diablo server, there is a crystalline conflict event that is held every Thursday from 2 a.m. BST, I think it is, on the Diablo server. So I'm probably going to pop in this time and see how folks are doing, because it's going to be interesting. It's being run by I think it's the PvP Revival group. So yeah, and it's
do a lot
hosted
of
by John is Dead. And this week, Rookery is actually is live casting with Brian Ricardo. So yeah, it's the 6th week they've been doing it. So it's been going on for a while now. Yeah, I just keep missing it because I keep falling asleep. I'm sorry.
I'm happy. John was it John is Dead? Is not dead and had a great surgery because he went into surgery with appendicitis, wasn't it?
Yes. Yeah, I hope it went okay.
Well, he said it went okay on Twitter.
Nice.
So
Nice. Much love to John is Dead as always.
when I need to talk,
But no,
about
talk
PvP, we get him on.
Yeah, talking about Crystalline Conflict though, they've announced the Crystalline Conflict Regional Champions of 2023. The special site has been added where you can. That's the EU one, so I can't view any of the details. But I'm very bad. I'm sorry. But no, there's a cash prize, isn't there, for winning?
25k, if I remember correctly.
Sly, have you applied? Are you going to be entering the Crystalline Conflict tournaments?
Oh God, no. I mean, I'm decent. I'm decent at Crystalline conflict at best. I mean, the first season I did get Crystal, up to Crystal, but I hadn't really done much past that. Thank you. Yeah, I haven't really done much past the first season, and I dabble a bit. I dabble more now in Frontlines more than I do Crystalline, but I do eventually want to get back to doing more Crystalline conflict. But in terms of a professional setting, like a tournament, I'd just be angry. I wouldn't be actually good. I'd just be angry.
Fair. That's fair. It would be scary. I would be nervous if I tried. If I'm honest, that it's a huge event, and I don't know. I think I would definitely bottle it if I got there, because the top 4 go to Vegas.
I wouldn't be nervous about it. I just I'm in that sense. I'm overly competitive, and I'd just be really really angry. So yeah, kudos to everybody who made it and who will be making it to Vegas. Kudos to y'all have way more patience than me.
Now, I don't know about anyone else. I don't know who's going to be announcing it, but can we all agree that the person that should be hosting this tournament, if he's not at the tournament, is Frosty?
Oh, 100%. Absolutely. Absolutely, Frosty should host.
Yeah. If he's not at the tournament, is what I mean. Yeah.
Last time I remember he and someone else hosted. I can't the guy's name escapes me, but they did it.
Joe Never Fails?
No, it wasn't Joe Never Fails. It was.
Oh my God, I haven't heard that name in years. What happened?
I hate the fact that I remember that name. He doesn't.
He does more.
I don't think he's streamed I don't think he's streamed in a long time.
Last time I remember him streaming, he was streaming a lot of Korean MMOs. So
last time BDI wasn't it what he used to stream? But no, I don't think he's streamed in a while, because I used to watch him when he used to do PvP stuff, but then he dropped off. So maybe a Lost Ark. I don't know. I don't know. Last year was the last time he streamed, so I don't know. But no, he was the 2016 actually host, wasn't he? If I'm rightly. Has it been really that long?
Yeah, probably. I mean, we're bringing up Joe Never Fails. It has been that long.
I remember I remember going to the 2014 London Fan Fest, and that was the most disappointing fan fest of. I'm so happy this fan fest isn't going to be as disappointing as the 2014 London Fan Fest.
How do we know?
That was bad.
How do we know it's not going to be disappointing?
Because they've learned since then. The London first London Fan Fest, they decided that we didn't need a day to get our tickets, but instead get the tickets on the same day as the announcements. So a lot of people missed the opening speech because of that.
Wow.
Yeah. because everyone had to queue up outside to get tickets. And that was also the first year I got media press pass. That was the first year I ever got a media press pass for anything, really. And which was good, but also frustrating because I asked, because I work for PSU, and I asked my boss at the time, because he doesn't work there now, if there was any media passes for FanFest. He told me no. So I purchased the ticket, and I'm on the way down to London. I'm 15 minutes away from the event. Got a text message from the boss. Oh, by the way, we got media passes for you. Oh, great, thanks.
Well, maybe because you brought it up. Maybe he was like, "Oh, he was going." Maybe I'll I'll try and get some.
No.
He just didn't tell you,
No. He also turned up, so it was interesting. It was an interesting day.
This is the guy that you told many stories about where he turned up in a suit and stuff, right?
Yeah, suit and tie to FanFest and didn't know what a chocobo was. So, yeah.
That's how you know
But
big corporate boss.
But no, yeah, the tournament, I'm interested to see how it goes. I do worry, of course, because the preliminaries are done on live servers, whether it's going to be a bit of a shit show with people that aren't playing completely legitimately. I'm hoping that moderators are watching the tournaments to make sure that the teams that are winning are legitimate teams. Is all I want to say. I don't want to blame anyone, but it's all I'm going to say. It happens.
I really want you to explain what you mean by legitimately.
I think we all know what I mean by.
Yeah.
Is this like world first type of thing?
Along the lines,
Okay.
like I remember after the first season, this was like a while after the first season, but it came to light that a lot of these, well, not I'm gonna say a lot, but a few of the top finishers in the season from that first season were actually cheating.
Oh, the speed. Oh, yeah, the speed hacks and all that one.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to say what exactly they're doing because I don't know what exactly they're doing, but I just, want to make sure that everyone has a fair platform.
It is cheating. That is.
Yeah, it is cheating, but I don't want to point fingers because I have no proof.
Wild speculation, but if they have proof, it's fine.
But no, that's why I'm hoping that during the preliminaries that it's over. Like, I'm hoping that a moderator is watching the preliminaries, prelims, and the. Oh, sorry. Is it just the prelims that are done before FanFest? Yeah,
I believe so.
So yeah, I'm hoping that a moderator at least watches over the prelims. Like that would make me happy. So.
Well, probably they will have obviously judges. It's a tournament, so if they're playing by tournament regulations, there will be refs involved. Or at least I hope so. Again, this is for money and a trophy. So
yeah, those sweet in-game macros can be used. A lot of people might not like it, but my hotbar as white mage before Crystalline Conflict for Feast was just such a mess. Because you had to target players, to burn them down. So rather than having to target, I had Misery and Glare, each one macroed to a different number. So that way, someone would say, burn 2, I just press R2 and circle, and it'll automatically target 2.
I mean, that's everyone. That's good.
Yeah.
No, that's what you do.
Yeah.
If you want to win, you use everything possible, and it's macros are in the game. You can't get flagged for that because macros are in the game. So
yeah, macros are the best. Thank you, macros. Unless you're using them in combat, in which case please don't use macros because of this game's latency. This is not Final Fantasy 11, where everything has to be macroed.
But I use a macro for Nation Flash and stuff.
No.
My code tank and all that.
Yeah,
that's the only thing I do. But
I've seen people use macros to do full combos. I don't know if anyone else has seen that.
I've never seen that. That feels really WoWish because a lot of WoW players do that. And I'm going to say a lot of hunters do that over in WoW. which I never got. I don't know why people have to macro stuff. It confuses me. Confuses me to the bitter end. But I guess it's just being lazy. Definitely when it comes to WoW, it's more lazy. Definitely if you play a hunter. My bad. I'm just dissing all the hunters out there. But, you know...
by the way, did you ever play 11, Sly? Because that was macro heavy.
I am currently playing 11. I just
Yes!
started like a couple, like I'd say a few months back. But yeah, I'm currently playing 11.
We've lost another one.
Yes!
We've lost another one.
Where are you so far? Where are you so far?
Where am I so far? I'm about to start doing Wings of the Goddess.
Oh, nice. That's a good expansion. That's about as far as I actually got before I had to leave the game forcefully. I visited someone in a different country and I logged in and Square Enix triggered oh no, you've been hacked, and then temporarily banned my account because of that, and then decided that I didn't want my account back. So this is why you need to use two-factor authentication. Use protection when logging into accounts, because there's less reason for it to trigger this.
Anyway,
please
always use protection.
But no, I enjoy Wings of the Goddess. It was a good expansion. It was good.
Chili's quote of the day: always use protection.
Please always use protection.
That's great. That's great.
It's safe login, okay?
Safe login, safe life.
Yeah, cast protect.
You bring protection to this. Oh.
So, have you looked into the... I'm guessing you have. Have you looked into the special site for 6.4?
No, I haven't.
A slide?
You can tell I haven't been playing.
Have you looked up the 6.4 special site with... I'm excited to see where we're going with 6.4. I'll be honest.
Oh,
out of all the 6.4 stuff, I'm most excited for Blue Mage. But that's just me.
There is not a blue mage right there.
I mean, like it's. I'll do the content as far as like getting the spells and everything. Hell, I feel like I'm behind. As far as like getting the spells, but past that, like there's really nothing else for me to do with it. So it's just, it's content to do, but I wouldn't necessarily say unenjoyable. It's just there.
It's not for you, should we say? No.
Well, I mean, like I said, I'm gonna do it, but it's just
it's just there. You're doing it just to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which it kind of feels like that is just Final Fantasy now. Like I've seen so much of like on Twitter, like people like upset, like even Chili's upset about the relic weapon.
Oh, I was gonna say I'm furious, but I'm not furious. I'm just frustrated. Like, yeah, I'm disappointed in the relic weapon, because we know now that the 6.45 relic weapon is going to be tome based again, which
so that's like 3 tome based step.
Yeah, which I guess most stuff is just the currency anyway for relic weapon, but I just want something different.
It hasn't been really, because we've had like last expansion we had obviously a different system. We have Boja, which was its own kettle of fish. Like we didn't really have to use. I think you used some tomes at some point, but this one is just pure tomes. Like it's just, don't go like run a certain amount of dungeons and go get like this one thing that has like a 2% drop chance. There's none of that. Like, where's the fun in that? There is none. I'm a little.
You'll take tomes over Boja, Vicky. But my issue is the fact that it just feels like now we've got 2 tome weapons. It just feels like we've got 2 tome weapons.
This one is shinier and has a cool animation. Or cool glow, should I say. But you take it over Boja, but where's the fun in it? What, just do like your dailies in a week? Like, and you're done? This sounds boring. Like I like grinds. Like I like grinds as the next person. You know, Boja. I just don't like fates. Fates are just. Ugh. That's because I still have PTSD from like doing the Atma quest and stuff like that, where they just didn't drop for me at all. So you know, I still have PTSD from that. But what is keeping players playing right now? That is like probably the best question. If it's leveling, then okay. But most people are like Omni 90. I think like everyone I've talked to is like already Omni 90. You know, they've got 90 and everything. Okay, so what? So what are they doing? Oh, I just come on, I raid, I talk to friends. That's it. Job done. You know, where is the sense of okay, I'm going to log on and do a bit of grind today? You know, that there is none. There isn't. There just isn't anything to do. What's people grinding? What that's where there is nothing besides just chilling with friends.
I mean, there's that. Like the thing is, like, and I've always said this about Final Fantasy, is 14 in specific. When it comes to content lulls and things like that, the community does a really good job of kind of creating content for themselves. Now, like certain content will have an audience. Some people like the nightlife, so they'll make nightlife stuff. Some people just like the raid, and this is a good majority of people. A good majority of people will absolutely watch people bang their heads against top or re-clear top 100 times. And like to me, like I mean, I understand like the process of clearing and everything, clearing an encounter, clearing a savage, or doing an ultimate. It's fine. I personally, I mean, if you've seen it, you've seen it. And if you're doing it for, if you like speaking as like content creator, if they're doing it for improvement to see better numbers or times, that's fine too. But I personally can't rewatch the same fight like 100 times. So like see somebody do it 100 times. Like 14 will always be a theme park MMO. There's a lot to do for everyone, and not everybody's going to do everything, and it's fine. I am happy to log in to my crafting, my gathering, my weekly stuff, and go to other stuff. And that's the beauty of the game. Like Yoshi P's even says it. If you need to take a break, take a break. I don't necessarily take a break, but at the same time, like I'm kind of building for 6.4. So that's where I'm at. Yeah, that's where I'm at. And again, like different strokes for different folks. People like the raid. If you want a raid, it's there. You can do ultimates every week. You can help people clear savages or EXs that they haven't cleared. Like it's there. So I wouldn't say there's nothing for people to do, because there's plenty for people to do. It's just a matter of the game loop. And is it repetitive? Absolutely, it's repetitive. It is hella repetitive. And again, like I just don't see how people watch it 100 times over and just still get the same excitement. But again, there's just so much to do in the game. And it's just a matter of what you choose to interact with.
For me, you're talking about you don't know how people can watch the same thing over and over again but not get excited. For me, I feel like that is elevated a little bit by helped a little bit, should we say, by all the different types of content community members there are out there. Like you might watch the same content, but someone will react completely differently to the same type of content, even if it's the same fight. Like if you went to watch my Savage clears, it's going to be a complete joke compared to if you went to go watch, say, Rin's, who actually knows strategies. Rin will shout out the actual strategy, and I will shout out, "Watch out for the bacon," and look away. So we'll be in Kefka Savage back in the day, and they'll be like, "Okay, this mechanic is called this," and I'm like, "Yeah." So what you got to do is you got to do the opposite. So you got to look away from it while also being away from it. So opposites. And then during the mega, I'll just shout fucking numbers.
There you go. Mine's interesting because I do stream my raids, but it's like me. It's just like I'm more of streaming it not to be the best because I'm nowhere near the best. I'm there having good time with like this raid team who I've been together with for about. When did Stormblood come out?
God, I just actually thought about that too. When did it?
7 years, I want to say 5 or 6 years ago, right? It's got to be 2018, I think.
Let's say, God, 2018, 2016, maybe? Because I remember Stormblood was when it kind of shifted from PS4 to PC.
Okay, hey, we were both close, 2017.
Yeah. So that was around the time I shifted from PS4 to PC.
So I've been together with this raid team since the beginning of Stormblood. So when did the raid come out that they stole me? Back when my name was Bubble Medic and I actually used to play as Scholar. So I'm playing with them for about a good 5-6 years. And that is it's just fun because we have jokes. We do have sometimes it's serious. But honestly, I don't know what to do when it comes to just playing. I guess I kind of been spoiled when it comes to ESO, where there's so much open world content to do. Like I found fucking antiquities, which are basically map where you have to like find out where the position is, go to position, and then start digging. It's like its own mini game.
Yeah,
I've been loving that. Stream's been loving that. I've been loving that.
I need to connect the maps on 14. Hell,
like 14 maps are fun. You know, good way to make money and stuff. You know, they're fun. They have like mounts now. I think it's like the stuff. So they got like they're all fun, but there's nothing else to do in the overworld other than like gather. That I want more fishing stuff. Please give me more ocean fishing. Please.
No, we're getting more ocean fishing. There's more ocean fishing in patch 6.4. I think they announced that, didn't they?
Thank God. That's why I don't see it here. Yeah, there is ocean fishing update. There it is. There it is. Okay.
I think I still have enough fishing from when I got the Saint of the Firmament tile. I hate the fact that will always be our most popular stream. Was me sat here fishing for 24 hours, going crazy on stream. Just sat here fishing, not sleeping, just fishing because I won that Saint tile. Just because someone else shouted out the fact that they were going for the Saint tile just so that other people can't get the Saint tile. I was like, no, I'm going to get it from you. I'm going to steal it. Because he had already got the Saint tile in the previous round of it. And so that he wanted to get it again so that even though you couldn't get the title, you could get the title twice, but you can't equip the title twice, of course. But he wanted it to get it again so that way less people could have the title, so it was rarer.
That's annoying. I don't like
so
that person.
That was my inspiration to try and get the title.
That was my anime reason. See, when it comes to like MMOs now, because I have just become as I put it now on Twitter, I am now just a MMO gremlin. I literally live for MMOs now. Currently playing 3 MMOs currently. Final Fantasy, WoW, and ESO. And they all get my fix on kind of thing. Like Final Fantasy, I love the raiding, I love the community. WoW, I love the dungeons, I love all that. But I also do like the raiding over there as well. And then ESO, I just love ESO. ESO has the greatest stories when it comes to side stories. Then just like obviously main chapters and all that, but their side stories are even like are so intricate and cool, and they have like really cool puzzles and stuff that obviously Final Fantasy doesn't. Again, Final Fantasy doesn't have any like overworld type of stuff. When it comes to this, we have really nice zones, but it's not filled with anything. If you know what I mean. Like where in ESO, it has like dells. It has like an open dungeon that you can do. It has quests. It has lore like built into the actual game. Where in Final Fantasy, I don't do any other quests. One, they're not voiced, and I love voice acting because one, I'm really dyslexic, so reading is really hard, and I cannot read it properly. That's why I hate doing it on stream when there's like reading involved, because I'm sitting there trying to read, and like literally all my focus goes into reading, and I forget what I'm doing. But Final Fantasy, by the way, I fish in all 3 of them. Just give me a fishing MMO and I'll be good. I have fished in every single game. I should just become a fisher. You know, I should just hang up this PNG tuber. I should just hang this all up. Streaming, podcasts. I should go be a fisherman. You know what? Yeah, I think I'm gonna become a fisherman now. I've tried my true calling. Speaking of fish, I had a really nice salmon for dinner today. It was really good. Oh, it was so good. Oh, now I'm hungry. Damn it. Food is food. But I know, it's like, I'm finding it really hard to say, oh, I'm going to log into Final Fantasy today and do... I don't know. It's just... I don't know, it's because I've been playing it for 9 years that I feel burnt out, but I took my break. You know, I'm playing other MMOs. That is my break. I just go off and play another MMO for a little bit and then come back. I come back every weekend because when I raid with friends, but then on the other hand, there is nothing for me to do during the week. Like, I already have my best in slot for a class I'm playing for raid, so it's like reminding me of Josh Strife Hayes, stating the only rule of MMOs is to have a fishing minigame. I like that person because fishing minigames are great. And you can get like mounts for fishing. This obviously in Final Fantasy you have the ocean fishing mount. I don't know about WoW, but apparently you can also get one in ESO. So fishing is great because you can just sit there and just chill. Unless you're chilly, you sit there and go completely batshit insane.
I mean, you can't do that in Final Fantasy 11 because they made sure that because they were worried about bots, there was enemies that would sometimes spawn near the fish just to attack you, or you had the ability to catch monsters when you were fishing.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. That's
Goblin
cool.
fishers would walk up and down and eventually sometimes spawn and try and kill you.
But that's what makes it interesting. Come on, Final Fantasy. If I had a chance to at some point fish up like Behemoth or something to come try and kill me, like come on.
I mean, we all saw my Final Fantasy 11 playthrough recently where I'm like, okay, I'm taking the boat from the level 10 to the level 11 area. I sure do like this boat. This boat is wonderful. It's beautiful. Oh, look, the sea horror is on here. Oh, hi. Time for me to hide because sea horror is level 65 and will murder me.
See, that's what I think they should have. I just think that's fun. You know, like, oh, you're just fishing, and somehow you fished up a fishery portal that takes you to another dimension to fight the fish god. Like, come on. You can do so much with this. Square Enix hire me. And for God's sake, will someone on this earth make a pirate class for me in an MMO? I will give you everything. My time, my money, content, creation. Please.
You mean not a gambling pirate class as well, like Final Fantasy 11?
No, pirate, swashbuckling pirate with cannons, guns, swords, cutlass, seven the sail seas. But, no MMO has that other than, like, BDO. And I just don't like a BDO. So, like, give me something good.
I guess while we're talking about jobs, I know it's completely off topic, but Sly, have you got any thoughts on what you think the next expansion job will be?
I couldn't tell you unless we see a shirt or something. Before we see that shirt, like, it's anybody's guess. Like, I have no idea where they're gonna go role wise. Like, it's still, I really feel like it's still too early to say where they're gonna go. And if we do get an idea of what the role is, God, I couldn't even begin to fathom what they would do.
Well,
I don't know what they do, but I still feel like, sorry.
Well, they said they're not going to bring any like other Final Fantasy classes in. It's going to be their own creation. So
I personally feel like no matter what we're going to get, it's going to be scouting based. Just because that's the only one that's not. Because all the others are used for other jobs, gear wise. Scouting is the only one that's not used by anything other than ninja. I
mean, pirates are pretty, dexterous. They're on the sea constantly. I'm just saying. I have no idea what it is, but scouting is my... I'm not going to put money on it, but if I had a choice of anything that's a possibility, that's my idea. Just because that way they can reuse armor in the next expansion again with the new job, rather than having to worry. Because right now, it's the ninja's the only job that doesn't have a friend.
that shares armor.
You got a friend in me. Ninja cries in the corner.
So that's my thought on it.
I mean, you're not wrong.
And Vicky asked for Necromancer, which
I mean,
we all thought was Reaper, right? But
Yeah.
then was Reaper. So there's that, I guess. As I said, when people kept talking about Necromancer being a thing, that Necromancer is probably a bit too dark. And that if we did get Necromancer, I would say it'd be something like a Voidmancer instead of an actual Necromancer.
Remember, Yoshi lies about jobs. We'll get a job from an older game, maybe Puppet Master, but he said nothing from the Final Fantasy games. Unless he lies about that, then.
I mean,
Please don't let it be Puppet Master. And if it is, it's probably going to be a limited. Please do not let it be Puppet Master.
And
Please do
he's
not.
not lying.
A real job.
He's not lying if it's a job based on a character from a Final Fantasy game, right? Then technically he's not lying.
Semantics.
Blitzballer confirmed.
Oh yeah, I was about to say it was like I can't remember what a drink maker is called.
Alcoholic confirmed.
Person who's like bartender. Yeah, I'm just gonna get a bartender because technically Tifa was a bartender. Technically.
And then you had the bartender in Final Fantasy X. Remember? With the shoe puffs. I mean, we could get a potion mixer. That'd be interesting. But no, I didn't want to stay on too long. I just wanted to put any thoughts on what you'd want for the expansion, because, you know.
I'm not really. I'm really easy to please in terms of expansion. Like I honestly just want what really we had at the beginning of Endwalker, which was good, and then everything after like 6.0 has been weird. Like it's been weird and eventful. Like Shadowbringers, I feel was like as a complete expansion, probably the best one we've had so far. Endwalker's been weird, and like there's just been like weird news, controversies, so on and so forth, and it's hard to kind of retain that excitement amidst all the controversy, amidst all the weirdness, and people tired of the 2-minute meta, like the whole Paladin revamp, and things.
I mean,
like,
Paladin needed it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna agree 100%. I'm not like gonna pick a side on this one. I'm not gonna pick a hill to die on with Paladin.
I'm picking my hills to die on. Hashtag Cyberpunk.
But yeah, like I really feel like while Endwalker's been good, it's just been weird. And what I really want 7.0 to be is just like a good time, how Shadowbringers was a good time.
Like throughout the whole game, not just at the beginning.
Yeah, not just like the hype at the beginning that everybody has. Like I like an entire expansion experience.
Can
I
I
just
say
wanted to be
that
a good expansion experience.
I know this sounds weird, but does anyone else feel like this is reverse Stormblood?
Let me think.
No, because they were bad at the beginning. You forget Stormblood was bad at the beginning.
That's what I mean.
Oh god, the thing about Stormblood is so polarizing in the people who love it or hate it, or like we're completely meh about Stormblood. I'm like meh. I'm like Stormblood was meh. I'm not gonna say it was like completely terrible. It had its moments. It had its good moments, but I can't put it as one of my favorite expansions.
No, I'm not going to put it as one of my favorite expansions, but I feel like Stormblood had some really good patch content, but the main expansion wasn't that great. Endwalker, right. I feel like the main expansion has been great, but the patches haven't been that great. So that's what I mean by reverse Stormblood. Like, the good part of Stormblood was the patches. The bad part of Endwalker is the patches.
I'm gonna have a hot take here, like a really big hot take. I blame Final Fantasy 16. There you go. I said
For what exactly?
it. No, I like to blame it on it. I feel like
Okay.
OCP attention has been mainly on that because obviously it's coming out soon, and it's the
Right.
next thing. And I feel like he puts a lot more work in. Not like saying like no one else puts work in, but
Mhm.
I don't know, it feels. This feels weird to me. Like obviously, I don't know how it feels. Everyone can. I've seen it speculated countless of times that it will be like everyone's been like, oh, it's because of Final Fantasy 16. It's because of it. It's like, there is a question. My brain hurts. 1 second. Someone talk.
The only thing I can blame with 16 is I don't know if I can blame Yoshi P, but I feel like the fact that we know that the Heavensward team is what's working on the story, and we all know that everyone loved the Heavensward story. I don't know if that hurt anything at all, but I don't think I can blame 16 for everything that's happening to 14. It's completely different teams,
No.
completely different. Like it's completely
different teams. Some of the same dev team, yes,
Yeah.
but completely different teams.
Yeah.
One, I feel like one doesn't take away from the other, and I think a lot of like some people see it as one taking away from the other, which it's not. I feel like Yoshi P has been balancing both flawlessly. He's been doing a really good job with 16, although personally speaking, I'm not like really geeked as like everybody's geeked about 16. Like, oh my god, 16's gonna be the Messiah. Like everybody was like really geeked for 16. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna play it. Like, I'm gonna have fun with it in my own time. Not even streaming it. Like, this is something that I'm going to keep to myself, and enjoy it that way. And I really feel like Yoshi P has his balance between 14 and 16 has been really well, and not a lot of producers and directors can do what he does. It's hard, and especially if you put them in a place where they're producing and directing 2 different games at the same time. Like, not everybody can balance that, and Yoshi P has done an amazing job. Albeit I was a little bit worried at first, but yeah, he's done an amazing job with both. And again, this is coming from someone who's not really like deep into everything that's going on with 16, but from what I've seen, he's giving it the love and the attention that it deserves, while not deterring any attention from what he's already worked on with Final Fantasy 14.
All I'm going to add to this discussion with 16 is we know that there's going to be a Final Fantasy 16 crossover with 14. It's going to happen. And we know he jokes about the fact that, he jokes about the name of the producer being Yoshi P and blah, blah, blah. Look, Square, look, Yoshi P, you do so much work for this game that what you need to do is you need to write a business expense to Square saying that you need a meeting with Yoshi P, which is yourself, and then you're going to go out for steak, and you're going to order 2 steaks, one for you and one for the other Yoshi P, and then write them both off so that you can have 2 delicious steaks, because technically it's a different person. Get yourself a nice meal, have a nice out.
Yeah.
If you want steak. I don't know what you eat, but I would get steak. That is my personal choice. You can order whatever you want. I don't know about anyone else, but I would go with steak.
I'm more of a pasta kind of guy myself.
I guess we'll talk about the fact that there's a live layer coming up May 12th, which is next week, right?
Yes.
Were you excited for because we're just going to get some details of what we already know, right? And then we're going to get the release date of the patch, which should be the 23rd.
We're gonna get it way more than that. We're gonna get a trailer. We're gonna get
that is true.
We're gonna get probably a scope of Golbez. Like, he'll probably do like a little 5-minute, here's the arena, here's his first like 2 attacks, and that's it. and then probably more concrete details on a few other things, like basically just expounding on what he really couldn't talk about in part one. So usual live, like part two live letter shenanigans.
And I don't think it's going to be announced here, but I this might sound weird to a lot of people. I also feel like sometime this year, Stormblood will be announced as part of the free trial. I do think that's going to be a thing that gets announced this year. Probably a fan fest. Probably I'm going to go with the London fan fest.
I can kind of see that happening. Yeah, I can kind of see that happening.
But why I'd say 6.5 is because that way they're going to wait until all the Stormblood is playable with the trust system, and then once all the patches and stuff like that gets announced, I can see then. By the way, this is all speculation that eventually it will become part of the free trial. So, and it's weird, but I've heard people complain about that. So, yeah, I've heard a few people complain that they don't like the idea of that happening, but I don't see the problem, in my opinion. As we said, Stormblood came out 2017. It's been... most people that are going to buy it would have bought it by now. And if you haven't bought it, chances are you're new to the game, and it's just a little bit of extra content to add on to what you already got. I don't see the problem.
I don't see the problem there. It's an old expansion that, deserves to get the free-to-play experience.
Let's see. But Shadowbringers after Stormblood?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Shadowbringers is 2019, right?
I don't know. I mean, yes, it's an old expansion, but we're talking about something that so Stormblood is 2 expansions off from where we are right now, correct?
Yeah, but it'll be free by the time technically, because of the new expansion as well.
Yeah. I don't know. That's tough. That's tough to say. I mean, yeah, that would be it'd make it 3 expansions ago. That's kind of a toss up. It's really up to the pin pushers in suits at Square for that one. I honestly, if we're gonna go in that direction, I'd say they give it more time before that happens. I like just thinking from a business standpoint. I think they give it more time.
Okay.
If they don't, and they actually absolutely do that, like announce it at FanFest, great, more people to get into the game. But it's kind of iffy at this point.
Like, how much is it? Like before that?
I don't think you can buy Stormblood separately. It's part of the collector's edition it's part of the bundle, isn't it? I think you have to buy
bundle. I believe it is. Like, well,
yeah.
I think it's part of the current bundle. If we look at the deals going on and everything, let me do a little bit of research.
Because if you buy Endwalker Complete Edition, you get everything with it. I don't think you can just buy Stormblood unless you're really looking into it for some reason.
It's for a limited time. It's part of the bundle for a limited time. I don't know if they're going to extend that.
Oh, you're talking about the Star Edition. You could claim that for a while. I don't know if that can be still claimed.
Yeah, like I mean, the promotion's still up on the Stormblood page. Like the video is still on there. So, like, if they haven't taken it off, then it's still in play.
It will end by the time this podcast goes live, though, on Podbean, because it says it ends May 8th. So you got till May 8th.
Oh, well, not a lot of time then.
No, so, which means you would need to buy the complete edition if you want to include everything, because the Star Edition is just a Star Edition. So,
but
and the Star Edition includes the first 2 expansions. So,
I mean, if you can't buy them separately, then it's not like, say, to be fair, WoW, you don't really have to subscribe to, but like ESO has like chapters you can buy real money on that. With Final Fantasy, they don't do that. It's either like you buy the complete bundle, or you just buy it when it comes out, or you just buy obviously the newest one. It comes with them, and the rest just comes with it.
By the way, I learned recently that because I found out that Final Fantasy 11 has a free trial, And I learned recently that the first expansion is not included with the Final Fantasy 11 free trial, which I know that sounds weird yeah, not every game includes like an expansion with the free trial, but for me that was a big shock because if anyone who remembers Final Fantasy 11 back in the day, there was such a delay between the Japanese to the North American version of 11 that the first expansion actually launched with the North American version. It wasn't really an expansion; it was a launch version. So for me, it felt weird that they're not including the first expansion with the free trial when it launched with the game outside of Japan. Sorry, a little rant there because I knew a friend that was looking into trying the free trial.
Oh no, that's okay.
What is there anything you're really excited for with the live letter, Sly? Is there something that really? Are you really hyped for ocean fishing?
Not really. I mean, I will probably do the new routes, but not to the point where I'll get the world-class troller or whatever new achievement is out there, because that's just way too much. But anything I'm excited about in particular, I'm interested to see, since we're getting a new stage in Relic. I'm interested to see what they're gonna do with the crafter relics, because that's some like I was interested in the crafter relics from day one, but at the same time, their first stage really didn't warrant me to even try doing anything with them, and so I'd rather just make the actual crafter main hand offhands than do the crafted relic. If based on the stats and whatnot, if they give it more beneficial attributes, sure, I might go back and work on all of them.
Can you meld them?
But yeah,
though?
that's
Can you meld them?
Yeah. Oh, wait. Let me look this up real quick, because again, the issue I had with the crafter relics was that for what they offered, and they were still, I'd say, 60 off of BIS, which is like just regular crafted stuff. It didn't seem to really warrant the effort, because it was just, I forget what the bonus was specifically, but it's something. I think it's you get better quality off of goods and things like that. And I think you get better quality off of goods and excellence, which great, but not like, I feel like that's good for expert recipes and expert recipes only. Anything else than that, like, people are macro crafting to begin with, so it doesn't mean a damn thing. So that's why I was like vehemently against making it. I do believe you can meld it. Let's see, crafting.
By the way, thank you to Lighthearted Gaming for the bits. He gave us some bits, so thank you so much for the support.
He didn't say
but
hi
no.
to us, he said hi to Sly. And only Sly.
Oh, sorry. He said hi to Sly.
Hello.
But
no,
like,
the
sorry, carry on.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
All I'm going to say is I will say the Gathering Relics. I don't know about the Crafting Relics because I haven't looked into them, but the Gathering Relics give me hope for the weird dream I've had since these relics got announced. I've been saying this ever since Mandeville. They announced them as Mandeville. I said, look, relic weapons are always stat sticks, and apart from Ultimate, once the expansion is over, they're completely glamour only. And I was hoping that because it's Mandeville based, that they could add an effect to the final step. I'm talking like you finish the relic weapon and you do the +5 eye level to make it the equivalent of the final savage tier, and it makes it a little bit more shiny. I was hoping that tier would have an effect on it where if you have the weapon equipped, you get bonus MGP while doing the events in the Gold Saucer.
Right.
That would have been cool. But I have found it. No, advanced melding is forbidden.
Yes. There you go.
That is. I mean, they've got official one, so stream. I know what we're fucking doing this weekend. That's all I'm saying. Fishing.
And the relics aren't that bad.
Fun.
I've done the fishing one, but the botany and mining one didn't take me long. And I, as we all know, am a crafting mentor.
Oh, same.
I'm not a mentor anymore.
Sly doesn't get the joke because he doesn't need. Sly, I might be a crafting mentor, but I have my first hatchet open still. I haven't done any of the quests. I've broken the system.
How did you manage that?
I don't know, but I have my level 1 botany quests, and level 1 crafting quests. But I've got the crown.
Wow. Okay.
So that's how broken the mentor system is. When you don't even need to do the quests, get the skills, and try, and yet you can still get the crown. So if anyone wants to see how broken the crown system is, there you go, right there. Mado says currently can't meld my cyber hand relics, but they have an effect that gives 1.7 times quality on good condition. Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's what Sly was talking about. Like, they got this like really cool like passives, like type of things. Like
yeah, and see, again, it's good if you're doing probably expert recipes. Other than that, you're just macro crafting.
You just macro crafting. There's like no point of it again, but
yeah,
it's cool. I'd like to see that. You know, I like the fishing one, like 50% to half the GP cost of your next powerful hook. I'm like, that's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Loving that. I am now gonna go like do it now, but I will sleep first and then do it. I am interested about Taturu's grand endeavors. They're pretty interesting.
Those have been really solid.
They've been really good.
Yeah, they've been really solid. So I can't wait to see how that shapes up.
Obviously, I still haven't done I still haven't done the Hildebrand. I haven't done the weapons. I've been very lazy. I may do it at some point, but I still. I mean, I love the new tombstones. I'm sorry.
Yeah, tombstones are comedy.
Yep.
They're great.
And I'm excited for the new raid tier. Like, I will be healing it again with Rathok and that on Aether. I'm excited.
I'll be changing to a healer, so I will also be healing, but on EU. You know where we're from, Chile.
But I want to add challenge to my raids.
You're not a true EUan. EUan?
You're right.
EUan?
Yeah.
European.
Yeah. I feel bad I don't play on Europe, but at the same time, I'm so used to playing on American servers now and having weird American times that it's
weird American time. I mean, do you know what looks good to me? I can't wait for the new mounts, minions, and emotes. As soon as it says emotes, I'm always down. I love emotes. Emotes are the best. If there's one thing I could take from Final Fantasy 14 and put it into ESO, it would be the pet emote, because we don't have a pet emote in ESO. So every cute creature I see, I can't pet it, and it annoys me. So Final Fantasy's got it good. But okay, so we're going to move off a little bit Final Fantasy right now. But there is one we have got a question for you, Sly.
What's up?
What inspired you to do DJ event on Final Fantasy 14?
Oh, that's pretty simple. Actually, for a while, years ago, I learned about the Allure Lounge, and I went, and it was amazing. They played music, and they just got together and they had a good time every week. And with coming to know the crew of the Allure Lounge, shout out to the ladies and lads of the Allure Lounge, and coming to know them, one year I just decided I want to do a birthday shindig, and we did. We did it with the Allure Lounge, and it was great. And after that big shindig, after the first big birthday shindig I did in 14, decided what if I did this? I mean, I already have a radio station. What if I actually do this? Not every weekend, not every Friday, but maybe just once a month. And this was more, I felt like this is more necessitated by the times, because we're talking about, this was like when I first started going to the Allure Lounge. This was like maybe a year, 2 years before COVID started happening. And then COVID started happening, and kind of necessitated a need for people to just congregate somewhere, because we couldn't go anywhere like IRL. So a lot of nightlife stuff really started popping up, and I thought, well, maybe we'll just do something once a month, and we've been doing it for what will be 3 years now. 3 years now that we've been doing first Saturdays. So, yeah, again, shout out to Allure, the Allure Lounge on Ultros, because if not for them,
my original server,
first Saturdays would not exist. So yeah,
Ultros, my original.
A lot of DJs. Sorry, Chili, go on.
Yeah. No, sorry. I just wanted just shouting out the fact that Ultros was my original server before I moved to Gilgamesh.
Yeah. You betrayed your server.
I did.
Betrayed them. You left so many members.
They keep messaging me asking me to come back. So maybe one day.
Traitor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do see people are also doing like DJs for clubs and stuff. I see it in PFs constantly, which is cool. I like reading them out. I don't know why. I'd like reading them out on stream. It's great. I've never actually been to one. I know Chili went to one.
I've been to a couple. Yeah.
Oh, you've always been to a
To
couple.
a few.
Oh.
Yeah. I like to go to game events occasionally. Like it's fun.
I don't go to them because I am very bad at just interacting with people. I'll just stand there. That's it.
And see, the thing about it is, like, a lot of people have the same outlook as you. It's just like, some people are just introverted and don't really feel like, doing anything with people. And that's okay, because a lot of the people are there just vibing by themselves. Like, with a lot of nightlife spots, there's places to sit. And, if you want to people watch, you can do that and just vibe to the music. You don't have to like interact or anything, It's really chill in what it is, and in its essence, it's just you're in game and you're in a nightclub in game. It's not like IRL clubbing. I mean, it kind of is. I mean, you could at the same time in an IRL nightlife venue, you can just go and just people watch and sit at the bar or sit somewhere cozy and just people watch. So yeah, it's not too intrusive, I guess you should say. So yeah, definitely give it a shot.
We may have to do that on a stream at one point. I did.
How about this? Paul, me and you go to a club sometime on stream.
There you go.
Sounds good. Sorry, I was trying to sneeze. It's like stuck. I got a stuck sneeze.
No, there's a Daddy Chili will turn up club. Yeah, that is the name of my Lalafell, by the way. So,
I need to change my my buddy on Gilgamesh back to a row. I still need to do that. Just the bunny does not fit the name.
Lalafell for life. I can't change to anything else.
You coerced chat into turning me into a Lalafell.
Yeah, easily. What you say that, but I literally said I will use the points and anyone decide what Paul changes to, and I said nothing else, and then everyone picked Lalafell. So is it really my fault? Is it really?
You said it. Because you said it. Anyone else, it would have been mixed, but you said it, and they're like, "Yeah, it has to be a Lalafell." So now I'm a bun that shrunk.
Yeah,
that's what I'm calling it. I'm not actually calling it a Lalafell. It's just a bun that shrunk.
Tiny bun.
Still there. Tiny bun. Shrunk in the wash. Has to wait a week to again.
Now, we were talking a lot about food earlier, and I know from your Twitter feed that you do a lot of delicious food that I wish I could have, because I wish I was there for your food. Can we get any information about how you show off your food on on stream and stuff like that. That'd be interesting. I'd love to know.
Well, as of right now, it's really kind of lo-fi how I do it because I use my phone camera as like a secondary camera. I'm looking to get like a Go XLR for an actual kitchen cam. Like probably 2 Go XLRs, one over the stove and then one just on me. That is the plan. That's a plan for the future of cooking streams. But yeah, it was just really simple, and like I've always promised it, and people were like, when are you gonna do it? I'm like, God, I want to do it good, but if you want me to do it, I'll do it. It's just gonna be really, really lo-fi. And they're like, that's fine. And so I started. And people enjoy it. I mean, it's really chill and just in the kitchen or out on the patio with the smoker and whatnot. And yeah.
The smoker makes me so jealous. I haven't been out for a barbecue, as I've told people, in like over a decade. So, I want barbecue. It looks so good. Your food looks so good. Sorry, I like my food a lot, and yeah, good food and good seasoning is so good. I say that while I douse everything in Carolina Reaper sauce, but you know.
I'm surprised you can even taste anything. I'm not gonna lie. He's been that excited for food. When we were setting up the hotels and stuff, he started looking for barbecue restaurants and sending me the menus and stuff. I'm like, man,
everyone's like, we're going to Fan Fest. I'm like, yeah, sure, it's fun. But what about the food? What food can I get?
I mean, there's Wendy's. There's other. I mean, I'm down for barbecue.
You're really on Wendy's, aren't you?
He loves Wendy's.
What can I say? Yes, like yes. Well, it's because we have them now. Like, there's not many American restaurants that we didn't have for the longest time. So yeah. So
when we went to London to meet up with RV and Pete, and he was like, I need a Wendy's. Wendy's. I
felt bad that RV and Pete came from America. I'm like, okay, we're going to go to the American restaurant. I say that, but RV and Pete made me. We went to like every 5 seconds we stopped into a different place to eat.
Yes, that wing place did look good.
Oh yeah, Wings was so good.
It was really nice. They have got some really nice stuff in like London, but it's just so expensive.
Mm-hmm.
I went up there to watch to see a Skillet concert, and I went up there and we went to a pub, and they're like £7 something for a pint for a pint of cider. I'm like, I come down to where I live now, and it's like £4.50 for a pint of cider. I'm like, it is hell up in there. Like, trying to, if you're going up there, you're spending at least, I'd say about, say we're going there for about, was it 3 nights? We're going there, Chile, and we're probably going to
3 nights.
Probably about £100 to £200 just on food, just because of how expensive it is there. It's a nightmare. Absolutely. So
nightmare. All right, you want to know how expensive England is compared to America?
Shoot.
I flew to America for cheaper than it's costed me to go stay in the hotel in London.
Jeez.
It was 2018. 2018, so it's a few years ago now. But that was $700 for 6 nights in Vegas, including flight. London is costing me that for the hotel for 3 nights almost.
And we haven't even got to the traveling. Like,
yeah, the traveling's it. Yeah, no.
And with Chile, like Chile's got to get like so many stops he has to get off and get on another train.
Yeah,
So you go from Scarborough to York, and is it York to London?
Yeah.
Yeah. For me, it's just go London, go London. But even that cost me £58 to get to London with an open return, mind you, so I can go back whenever the hell I want. Because
anyway, I feel like Sly doesn't need to know all of our travel plans. So thank you, Sly, for joining us.
Maybe the stream did. I don't know. Maybe the people that like to
Well, we
listen.
we can continue talking in the view. Sly, thank you for joining us as always. Well, thank you for joining us.
Yeah,
Can,
Thank
can,
you for
can,
having me.
can you got any shout outs and where can people watch all your content and stuff?
You can find me at twitch.tv/Sly, aka Gray Fox. That's mainly where I am. You can find me on Twitter at Sly the Fox. Um, I really don't. I mean, I just right now just playing games on Twitch. Honestly, that's um basically where it is right now. Kind of doing something special in terms of 14. Because I'm never once in um my entire history of playing 14 have I ever Fantasia'd. And so I made it I created monsters within my community, and I started a thing where at 2K subs I will Fantasia for the first time. To what? That is in control of the race that has the most votes at the time. And so right now my chat and my community are going crazy by buying votes, which is right now Alra is in the lead. But yeah, people found out that every sub, resub, gifted sub, every 100 bits is a vote, every dollar tip is a vote, and people are literally buying votes. So
Everyone go give subs to
yeah.
his channel right now and vote Lalafell. Just go now.
And see, no, the fucked up part is like people did that, and right now we're maybe 1/4 of the way there to get there, and then people start to realize, hey, I can every dollar tip is a vote. I'm like, yeah, that's a vote, and people have done the stupidest shit to swing things. At one point in time, Vieira was in the lead because somebody did something way too stupid.
Yes.
And then one of my mods who is like really championing for Al Ra did something stupid to swing it back to Al Ra. Now there's kind of a rift, and there's like a top 4, and then the bottom 4 right now have no fucking chance in hell. But Lalafell is in the top 4. I think it's second.
Yes.
I want to say Lalafell. Lalafell is second. There's
Yes.
a bit of a gap. There's a bit of a gap, but it is in second.
I mean, as a Lalafell, we're used to a bit of gaps. That's a standard feature for Lalafells, is there's a bit of a gap. So yeah. So anyway,
but yeah, that's what's going on.
I wish you the best of luck, though. I hope you hit the 2K, and it's going to be interesting to see what you. I think I've done Fantasia twice, and that was for one of our old Halloween, because we had a Halloween costume thing. So I turned my Lalafell into a giant row just to see what people's response is when I turned up as a row. And then I quickly used another Fantasia to turn straight back into a Lalafell after the event. That was my 2 Fantasias. Because I'm guessing you have all the free ones, and that's why you're going to use them.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm a former addict of Fantasias. Back in the day, before Vieira boys were even a thing, I used to go nearly every week buying 5 Fantasias a week.
I still feel bad for Hrothgars. Not because they're Hrothgars, but because if they want to change their hair, they need to buy Fantasias.
Yeah, that's up.
They're Fantasia addicts just because they want to have a different haircut, not because they want to change anything else. So
I think Square does really need to fix that, but you know that over the Prem Hrothgar coming in, so maybe they'll change it with that. Hopefully, maybe. I hope so. And give us new races some hats, please. Or I'd like a hat. Guys, please. I like hats. But I guess I can wear a hat now while I'm a Lalafell, so. So, But other than that, we need more. Hopefully they fix some of that stuff. If they don't fix it, then I am interested in what the Fem Harath Gargoyle look like, though. I see a lot of people do a lot of pictures online on like Twitter and stuff, so they look pretty good. Hopefully that's some inspiration, hopefully. Also, my throat is burning as I keep talking, so I might have to go get some more drink. And
No
I'm not
problem.
because I'm drinking alcohol. It's literally water. I need water now.
Well, I shall start wrapping things up then, while you go get some water. Thank you to everyone that's joined us today. Thank you to all the love we've had. Thank you for the bits. Thank you for the support. Remember, tomorrow will be the big, important, special stream. For anyone that's new, we have been aiming to get 1,000 followers, and we have recently reached the 1,000 follower mark a couple of weeks ago, which means now I have to stream in an inflatable penguin suit tomorrow.
Oh, that's
Well, it's not inflatable,
fun.
but it's a giant penguin suit, should we say? It's quite big. So I'll be streaming it. I'll probably be playing Fantasy 14. So yeah, I will be playing on camera for once in a penguin suit. It seems I bought a size a bit too big, and it's very bulky. So so yeah, I'll be streaming in the penguin suit. Thank you so much. Yeah, I can't believe we finally here. Are we still at 1,000? I'm still going to do it anyway because I bought the suit. But yay, okay, we're still at 1,000.
Don't worry.
Yay, 1,001. So yeah, thank you to everyone that supported us. Thank you for everyone that has given us some love. Thank you to everyone that follows. So yeah, penguin suit tomorrow, probably around 8 p.m. BST, because I am going to get KFC tomorrow. So it'll be later after that.
Is it haircut day?
Yeah, it's haircut day
It's
tomorrow.
haircut day. Every time
Yeah.
you get a haircut, gotta have some KFC.
Yeah,
like that.
it is a tradition.
I wish I could do that, but my hair costs way too much money. Because I get mine like dyed and styled and stuff.
See, my hairdresser charges me less than she charges everyone else, which is nice as well. So
Aw.
I think it's because I also I think it's mainly because I give her a tip, and the tip I give basically makes it the same price. So, but no, plus I've been going there for like 25 years or whatever, like 20 plus years. I've been going to the same hairdresser. So, hope you look like... see, okay. I was really hoping... I know this will sound weird. I was trying to find the Super Mario blue penguin suit. That was one thing I was looking for. Because I wanted that to wear that. I thought that looked cool. But no, it's a very generic penguin suit. So yeah, thank you everyone. Yeah, so I'll be here tomorrow with that. Or today, I guess.
It is technically Friday. It is technically Friday now for us Brits. So, and obviously Saturday and Sunday and Monday I will be playing ESO and Final Fantasy 14.
So that's it for that. Oh yeah. Episode 169 is next time in 2 weeks. So you know what? It's 169. So you know who we've had to get on as a guest, right? Come on. It's 169. Who else? I think by default, anyone that reaches anything that ends with 69 has to invite these people. We're going to get the Warriors of Lost on. We've got all of them on the show next time. Yeah, so we've got the Warriors of Lost on our next episode. So it's going to be quite spicy. So
let's hope third time's the charm, hey?
Yeah. We're going to have a threesome with the Warriors of Lust.
Oh, God. Then.
So until Lost swallows all, I guess. Sorry, Master Radio.
Don't bring that here. That's their stuff.
See you all next time. Bye.
Take care.
Take care.